guys, so I'm going to do my very first book review, which I'm really excited for. So today I'm going to be talking about Secrets, Lies, and Scandals by Amanda K. Morgan. I would probably give this book maybe like a 3 out of 5. It was like not amazing, but like it wasn't bad. So basically, it's a book about a scandal. So it follows five characters who are all taking a summer psychology class with a professor who sucks. And they one of the kids ends up accidentally killing the professor, and they all were there. So they all kind of decide that they're gonna like keep it hush hush together, and they like cover up the murder and like hide the body and stuff. So, and then it just follows them like trying to figure their lives out and like being riddled with guilt. Let's start with the plot line. The plot line was alright. So like very stereotypical, like someone like teacher gets murdered. We all gotta cover it up. We all gotta be in this together, and like people ganging up on each other, and like obviously there's sub-stories with every character, but the main story was like pretty cliche, and the sub-stories like didn't always make sense. So let's just run through each character real quickly. So we're gonna start off with Ivy. Ivy was like the queen bee, and then was like torn down, but they never explain what happened, which bothers me to no end. They never say like how she got torn down, or like why or exactly what. I mean, like, I guess you can like, yeah, why? Like, why did she get torn down? Like, it says like her best friend turned on her. Okay, well, like deets, I guess. Like, I feel like it would make way more sense if we knew exactly how her life was ruined to empathize with this character who's now become like a homebody and not like a queen bee anymore. But why? Ugh. Anyway, she's like pretty much a homebody and doesn't have a lot of dimension to her. And yeah, so then we move on to Tyler, who's your stereotypical delinquent, and he has a little more depth than Ivy does. He did drugs and like would sell. He got his brother, who was like a big time swimmer, addicted to steroids, and now he like wants to get his brother off of steroids. And so you have like that conflict going on, which like actually you can empathize with kind of, and like it makes sense. So that's his like issue. He's trying to like he's like obviously got issues with like drugs, or he just Tyler himself just does like weed, but he's got his brother hooked on the steroids, and like he feels like super guilty because originally he was just trying to help his brother because his brother's like, I need to be a good swimmer, and now like his brother's like, I'm gonna kill you if you don't get me the steroids, and Tyler's like, So yeah, and then we have Kinley, who's your good girl. Just Tyler and Kinley have the cliche like just good girl, just bad boy relationship, which I'll talk about later. She's the good girl. Her dad's a politician, but like, whoops. Her issue is that like she's not actually as like book smart as everyone thinks she is. She just cheats on everything, but she's like pretty like badass smart because she does it by recording all her notes into an earpiece that looks like a hearing aid, and she has it, and she just wears it during class, and she's like, what teacher in their right mind is going to tell a kid to take out their hearing aid? So like, actually pretty smart, but I'll get to Tyler and Kinley's relationship later. Then we have Maddie, who like just sucks. He doesn't suck. He's considered the weak link throughout the whole thing, which is dumb. He has his boyfriend, Derek, and Derek just like, his relationship with Derek is just like not a good relationship, and like he won't realize that, and it's really frustrating because Derek's not even that big. Derek like doesn't really even exist. Like you never actually meet Derek. Like Maddie talks to Derek on the phone a few times, but like that's it. But Derek is also bi, so like I feel a little bit of a like connection to him. Not Derek, Maddie's also bi, so I feel a little bit of a connection to him, but like he kind of sucks. And then there's Cade, who really sucks. And so Cade has his like rich father, and it's just him and his rich father, and his father like doesn't really like him or whatever. And like, and then Cade also has a sister who basically like is crazy. And so Crazy's sister and his mom live, I guess, overseas in, like, a place for the criminally insane. So, basically, that's all the characters. They're not, like, that great. And then there's the teacher, Stratford, who sucks, and he dies. Yeah, so, really quickly, I am going to talk about Tyler and Kinley's relationship. So, I am a sucker, such a sucker, for the, like, good smart girl and, like, delinquent guy. I'm such a sucker for that. But, like, I don't feel like they did it well. I feel like the whole relationship was, like, so toxic. Like, it was none of the relationships in this book are, like, good at all. They all suck. Ivy and Maddie have the closest thing to, like, a decent relationship. So, basically, like, you have, like, Kinley and Tyler, before, like, anything goes down, like, Kinley and Tyler, they're both in the class, and, like, they talk, like, a little bit, and they're like, and, like, you see, I like the cliche when it's a slow burn, but it was not. Like, they got together, like, here. Like, this is where they got together. I don't know if that was definitely not actually it. Oh, it's actually, like, a little further on. It's actually, like, over here that they get together. Whatever. Either way, like, they get together, and then, like, they have this whole issue where, like, they don't actually trust each other, but, like, they'll make out with each other, and they're like, oh my god, I need you. Like, calm down. You don't know. Actually, like, learn how to make substantial relationships first. It's not good. Let's see. And then Kay just sucks and isn't friends with anyone. And then the other relationship we have is Ivy and Maddie, who, like, actually are pretty good friends, and then they're, like, pretty trusting towards each other until they, like, make out. Which is weird because Maddie has a boyfriend, so, like, that's not cool. And then they never resolve it. Like, at all. Like, this book also doesn't resolve, like, half of its problems. Like, fam. And it doesn't have, like, another one coming out. Like, no. Like, the book just ends. Like, yeah. The book just ends. Like, she has another book that's called Such a Good Girl that I thought was probably going to be, like, a sequel, but it's not, because it's about this girl, Riley. Riley Elizabeth Stone. It's just about perfect. Ask anyone. Like, no. Make better relationships. They suck. But still, it's, like, it's, like, okay trash. So, yeah, if you want to read some okay trash, 3 out of 5. Secrets, Lies, and Scandals. And I'll be coming back to you. The next book on my list is Simon versus the Homo Sapien Agenda, which is being turned into a movie, Love, Simon, so I'm really excited to read it. It's by Becky Albertalli. Sorry, Becky, if I totally butchered that. So we're going to read, this is the next book on my agenda, but if you have any books that you want me to read and review, just leave it in the comments below. Bye!